Greetings, wonderful viewers. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 spiritual lessons that I learned from Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was my first mentor, even though she couldn't read or write. If it was not for her, I don't think I would have been able to go from being a high school dropout all the way to a doctorate degree. The first lesson I learned from Harriet Tubman is that you must first define yourself for yourself. I read her autobiography. I read her biography, and she talked about how she made up in her mind that she would never ever refer to herself again as a slave. Like, no matter who called her a slave, she said she told herself, I am a free person. I would only think of myself as a free person, and when somebody else say that I'm a slave, that I would not allow that information to come near my own definition of myself or resonate with my spirit at all. So I learned early that if I wanted to see myself as a college graduate, it didn't matter what people who may have known me for skipping school, or it didn't matter what other people thought of me. I had to define myself for myself and only answer to how I perceive myself to be. The next lesson I learned from Harriet Tubman is when you have something important to do in your life, that this is a journey that you must take alone. When I decided that I wanted to go on to graduate school, or I remember there were times I wanted to do something and my friends didn't want to do it, I realized that it's a very lonely journey. When Harriet Tubman first tried to escape from slavery, she tried at least 4 times. She had 4 failed attempts before she was actually able to make the journey. She tried to bring her parents along, some of her siblings, some other people, and she said that people would chicken out at the last minute, or sometimes somebody would tell, because they were afraid. But when she finally was successful in escaping from slavery, it was when she had decided that she wouldn't tell a soul, not even her parents. So I've learned a lesson that sometimes when you're ready to move forward, your friends or your family, they want you to stay behind, not because they're bad people, but it's kind of like, you can't pull people with you. So whenever you have something important to do, I think that it's important to understand that that's a journey that you'll have to take along. We're born by ourselves and we're going to die by ourselves. The third lesson that I learned from Harriet Tubman, which is my favorite lesson, is I call it the backdoor method. Harriet Tubman did not walk up to her master and say, whoa, you know what? Let me tell you something. This whole slavery thing, dude, it is not working for me. Kiss my butt. I'm out of here. Peace. No, that didn't happen. Harriet Tubman did not walk over to her master and say, I'm done with slavery. You know what she did? Oh, she put on a disguise and she snuck out the back door. I like to call the back door method the pathway to your dreams, and it's not guarded. It's only guarded by your soul. I think the front door is guarded by society, people who are telling you that you're a girl, or you are a person of a certain race or ethnicity, or people tell you what you can't do. And the guards by the front door are the gatekeepers to your, like, they don't want you to, of course they don't want you to, you're a slave. I have a perception of you. I know where you belong. But to me, I always tell people the back door is really, there's nobody back there guarding the back door. The only guard at the back door is your own soul, your own higher self, and it is waiting for you. So let's just say, for example, you want to go to college, or say you want to go to Harvard, and you have to ask yourself, do I want to go to Harvard, or do I want to be a college graduate? Because if you want to be a college graduate, then you're going to go to the college that accepts you, where you can get in and where you're going to be successful, because you know that the name of the college doesn't matter, because 2 + 2 is 4 around the world, no matter what school you go to. So when you want something really bad, I always tell myself, Sandy, look for the back door. Is there a back door? Is this what I really want? Because the front door may be what other people think I should have, or what is it that I really want? Because if I really want it, there must be a way for me to get it. And I'm going to do the Harriet Tubman and take the glorious back door. The fourth lesson I learned from Harriet Tubman is you must do everything within your power before you can expect God to step in. And when I was reading her biography, the thing that I read was she said that every night she would pray really hard. Oh God, please, 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 please let my master stop being so mean. She said that was her number one prayer. Please, please let him be a better person. Let him stop being so mean. Please let him stop, hurting other people. And she said one night she realized, okay, this is really deep. She said she realized that God was inside of her. And when she realized that God was inside of her, she felt that she was unstoppable and that she couldn't control and pray for somebody else to change. She could only ask that God aid her in being her highest and best self. That is like, oh my God, I love that so much. I always tell my kids, like, when they're in college, it's like when you want something really bad, you can't pray to pass a test. What you have to do is fall asleep at the dining room table after studying for 24 hours. It's like the universe or God or whatever you want to call it, or him or her, he doesn't step in until there is absolutely nothing else you can do within your power. And so when she found and ignited the God inside of her, it's like everything changed for her, and she was able to, as you all know the story, come back, not just save herself, but also assist over 300 other people to freedom. So Harriet Tubman, I love you. Even though you couldn't read or write, you are my very first mentor, and because of you gave me the confidence to go after my dreams. Thank you so much for watching.